how do the dominoes fall or the chips fall or whatever expression we want to use with some of these veteran quarterbacks that are either currently available, like an Aaron Rodgers, and some that may become available, perhaps a Sam Darnold, although he may end up staying in Minnesota. How do these chips fall, dominoes fall, whatever falls? How do they fall?
Yeah, and people are waiting for this thing to fall. So Sam Darnold obviously has not been tagged, so we'll see who's going to be interested in him and what his market's going to look like. I think Minnesota's hoping that they can bring him back in. That's definitely the mindset there. They've had it. They probably gauged it, and for them to make the decision to let Sam walk. Obviously Daniel Jones is an option for them if they want to go in that direction. They brought him there last year for a reason. But Russell Wilson, I'm having a hard time finding a team for him right now. The Giants are connected to Aaron Rodgers. They're definitely very interested. They've had conversations with his camp. The question to me is this what Aaron wants to do? Does Aaron want to stay in New York?
So weird to me. That is just so weird to me. The way things went down, I get it. He can walk to the other locker room. He can stay put. But I just don't get it.
Well, as a lady that lives 10 minutes away from there, I don't get it either. I don't get it from a Giants perspective. They kind of saw what it was in New York, and it definitely did not live up to what Woody Johnson was hoping that was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was just a
shit show.
Disappointing 2 years. And it was. And I'm sure you guys read Mike Silver and I's piece on so much of the dysfunction. And I'm not saying it was all Aaron Rodgers' fault. It was not. But Aaron Rodgers wanted to play with Sean McVay because at the end of the day, I think there has to be a tremendous amount of respect coming from the quarterback to the coach for him to listen and trust the direction that coach is taking him in. And Sean McVay is that person. So then my next question is, well, in New York, is that Brian Daboll, right? Some people say, yeah. I don't necessarily see that as being a good match between, Brian's a very good coach. But for where Aaron is at his age, in his career, the only reason why I don't want Aaron not to play is I don't want it to, his last page of his NFL book to be New York with the Jets. I want him to go somewhere and at least win 8 games, do something good, because it just, I think we all have a sour taste in our mouth about how it all went down.
Well, and I will just throw in from a business perspective, that which you both know, which is it's always a very, very interested back and forth as between building for the future versus winning now. And that's a discussion that can be had with respect to every single one of these veteran quarterbacks. Because if you're an organization that wants to, quote, build for the future, close quote, if that's the desire of ownership, but if your coach and your GM know that their future may not be very long if they don't win right now, they're going to prioritize winning now versus long term if they know that they may not have a long term. So it's just a very interesting dynamic within an organization. It's one thing to say, I want to build for the long term, but if you know you don't have a long term, you're looking at winning now.
Can you go with Rodgers to Pittsburgh? Do you see that being a possibility?
I don't see that. Arthur Smith interviewed for the Jets job, and I don't know anyone that interviewed for the Jets job that said to keep Aaron Rodgers. So, and look, maybe it's a different situation in Pittsburgh, but my thought is if they didn't want to ride with him in New York with an opportunity to be coach there, why would...
All right, Dianna, we got to ask you. We got to ask you for all my fans that I will forever love, Raider fans that I will forever love, not fans of Amy, but fans of the Raiders that I will forever love. What's going to happen there with the quarterback situation?
They are searching. They really thought they had a chance at getting Matthew Stafford. That was real. I know that there's a narrative out there that Matthew and his wife really just wanted to see and wanted the Rams to see what Matthew's value was and how other teams saw him. And then they got a little taste of it, right? Teams are willing to pay for the next 2 years, $50 million a year, $47 a year, to bring Matthew in. And then of course, in the end, he wound up going back to LA. But the Raiders, Tom Brady, they had very good discussions with Matthew about what it could look like. And they believed that he was bought in on them. So I do think that there were some moments there where the Raiders were going to be put in a really good position. I thought that was good. That was an awesome idea by them to try to go after Stafford, because I do think that would have been a good situation for where they're at now. But now they have to bring on some veteran quarterback here. Is it going to be Justin Fields? From what I was told, the Steelers are still looking to keep Fields there. They had to choose between him and Russ, and it's been Justin for a while. Sam Darnold now, is that an option? Is that a type of quarterback that they think can come in here and help out? And then, of course, in the draft, that appears to be another area that they can go in a pretty light quarterback class. So I have no fireworks for you in terms of this is the answer. I just think the timing was really bad, mixed with a lot of, older quarterbacks that are in the mix right now that I don't really think solve the answer.
Check out new episodes of What the Football with Suzy Shuster and Amy Trask every Tuesday. Watch us on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page or follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.